Got something you want? Alright, let's finish this fast! Let's round it. That's Wyna, the tribal chief. Let's head over to him.
These clothes are the comfiest, after all.
Chaska.
Nice to see you again, Wyna. I'm afraid we don't have time for pleasantries, so I'll get right to it.
Whoa, hold on a second. At least tell me—
My friend Kachina is trapped within the Night Kingdom.
Rescue her? From the Night King?
That's right.
I'm sorry, but someone needs to tell you what you don't want to hear. The nature of battle is unpredictable. You never know how it's going to end. Losing a friend—
I appreciate what you're trying to say, Chief Wyna. But if the price of maturity is abandoning a friend in need—
I thought you might say that.
Is something wrong, Wyna? This doesn't seem like you. Life isn't complete without taking risks.
It's nothing. The Night King, if you're that determined, far be it from me to stop you. Here's the stone.
Thank you.
Huh. Seems like you two go way back.
Oh, Chaska's a peacekeeper, so she's famous throughout the tribes. She's always the one— her younger sister Quichi's always hanging around our tribe.
Oh, you have a younger sister?
Yes, I'll introduce you to her, but let's get back to business. Wyna, how do we—
As you probably know, your intended destination is completely different from the real world. The Night Kingdom is like a river flowing with concepts. And the ancient name you seek is like a tiny— In that sense, the stone is like a fishing boat drifting down the river. But the boat alone isn't enough.
we couldn't do that ourselves.
With a little practice, I'm sure you could. You have the strength and the talent. If you want to make sure this works, though, I could recommend—
Who?
Vichama, a legendary warrior. He's got a keen eye and a well-honed intuition. Even his ancient name—
Bichama? Why does that name sound familiar?
He's one of Auntie Atea's hot spring buddies. I've heard stories about him. Where can we find him?
Ever since Malko passed, he spends most of his time gazing out at the sea.
Thank you. We'll go—
Good luck.
Someone admiring the scenery from the cliff. Hello there, are you Vichama?
That's me. Did you need something? What? You're saying you can bring someone back? No, if you really think about it,
Are you okay? You don't look so good.
Everything's fine. I'll help you. But after I help you find Kachina's ancient name, I want to use the stone to look for my friend.
Your friend? Oh, why not?
Yes, but I'd rather not get...
That's not a problem.
Yeah. Since you're
Then we're agreed. Can I have a look at the stone? I see. From what I can tell, it functions once the connection is established, the abyss will come surging through the opening like a predator honing in on the scent of blood.
Wow, you got all that?
I just picked up on the basics, really. I'll go find an open area and start setting things up.
We'll go right away. What do you need?
First, I'll need some hook ropes. Pretty much every store around.
Wait, are you saying you're going to use a real net to catch?
By creating something tangible in our world, like a net, we can create a connection to a corresponding concept in the Night Kingdom.
Oh, I see.
Right. I need two chunks of obsidian. Normally you can only get obsidian from the Children of Echoes.
Gotcha!
Alright, let's split up. See that clearing? Let's meet over the... Oh, and you can send someone with me if you want.
What do you think, Chaska?
There's no need. Lena spoke highly of you.
I appreciate it. Anyway, it'll take some time to set everything up, so...
What an odd guy. He seemed so defeated, but also really invested in the stone at the same time.
I don't have any more insight than you, Paimon. Hang on, Kachina. Do you have any hook ropes?
As in rock climbing equipment?
Yes. How much for...
Oh, the whole thing? Let me see.
Deal.
Wait.
What, you want me to drive down the price?
Oh, no problem at all. I'll even pass along some information on the house. These ropes are usually... All right.
Now we need the obsidian. Let's go talk to...
Excuse me, do you sell obsidian?
Why, yes. I've got...
Perfect. Is that...
That might be tough.
Thank you so much.
Relax. Everything's going
I know, it's just... I could tell Vichama Kachina always carries all sorts of shiny stones with her.
Well, would you look at that? I did bring an extra. Here you go, young lady. How does it look?
Perfect! Thank you.
If you hadn't shown up, these stones would... Here you go. By the way, how's he doing? Melko...
Do you know what happened between them?
I heard about it in passing while I was out. Melko was an amazing fighter. Capable... 5 years ago, they both emerged. But on the eve of battle, the Abyss launched an attack on...
Then what happened?
The team agreed that he couldn't fight. Vichama didn't argue. He knew going to the... It's just... Vichama went into a deep depression after that. He blames... Oh, you're not wrong. But it's possible he chooses to blame himself. I've tried convincing him to move forward. To stop... the Abyss has caused so much suffering. And some wounds never heal. Anyway, that's the gist of it. Maybe you could help him talk things through sometime. I would really appreciate it.
Need a letter set?
Did you get everything?
Yep, it's all here.
I've made all the necessary adjustments, so we're good. As agreed, I'll help you find Kachina's ancient... Go ahead. After Malko fell, I scoured the battlefield to see what happened. It turned out he wasn't bested by some impossibly powerful foe. If I had been there, I would have been able to sense... I've always blamed myself for what happened.
But that happened several... The Pyro Archon said all life within the Night Kingdom eventually
There might not be much hope. All right, let's get to it. I'll start searching for the conceptualized Make sure you prepare yourselves for battle. As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm.
Look at that! Thing. It must be one of those fragments Vichama mentioned. Let's get closer. Whoa, monsters incoming! Watch out, everyone! Windblade! Ah! Ha! Nya! Ha! Ah! Nya! Ta! Ha! Da! Ha! Ah! Sa!
Freeze! Oh, so sorry. Cool
Windblade! Let's blow bubbles! He might feel a little prick. Windblade! Wibbly wobbly! Let it rain!
How much longer, Vichama?
Not long! We're getting close!
Vichama!
Quick! Take it! I found Kachina's ancient name. Hang in there, Malko. Just a little longer.
Something's not right. The power of the Abyss is getting stronger.
The Abyss is corroding his body.
I should have died 5 years ago. I just need a little more time. Please, I'm almost there. Thank you.
Whoa, watch out! The power of the Abyss is strong.
This power.
Hanging in there?
Malko. No! Why can't I find him?
We can't wait any longer. Pull him
I already tried, but the power of the Abyss has him in a chokehold.
In that case, we have no choice. Get back!
Chasta, wait!
Ouch! What happened just now? It looked like the Spirit Speaker's stone was...
The stone's power was spiraling out of control. The only way to stop it was to destroy it. You were all caught in the shockwave of the explosion. You might feel...
Give us a heads up next time, will you? You're lucky we managed to...
I thought I said to get back.
Yeah, barely a second before you made it go poof. Not everyone has your reflexes,
Okay. I'll be more careful.
At least Kachina's ancient name is still in one... Vichama!
Vichama!
I couldn't find Malko's ancient name. Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back. And now...
Vichama.
I'm sure he's heard enough condolences over the years.
Huh? What's that in your hands,
Huh? This is...
Hey, Malko. Got any strength left?
Not enough to swing a sword, but to say a few last words.
I never thought I'd actually die on this mission. Not that I'm afraid to die. It's just... hard.
Guess I have something to be thankful for then. My parents died a long time ago. Pisak! Always had to be. Maybe you're right. Maybe no one will get to hear our last words. Vichama, I'm so glad you didn't come with us. Don't be sad. Just keep on living. For the both of us.
Was that?
Seems like we were able to salvage something after all.
Of course. Seeing him, but...
A deeper pain?
Malko was always the type to put on a brave face. But in that memory just now, his hands were shaking. For all these years, I regretted not being able to fight alongside him to the end.
Vichama!
I'm fine. Actually, when you asked for my help, I hesitated too, but I also understood once allowed to fester, guilt strips us of our most valuable qualities as warriors. If I could do it all over again, I would have followed that way. Even if the outcome stayed the same, there are critical junctures in life, and if you don't seize the chance to act, there's no going back. That's something I had to learn in hindsight. but you're still at the crossroads of your...
Thank you, Vichama. I promised I would find her, and I intend...
That's good to hear. Strange. My body...
Once abyssal corrosion enters the body, a portion will fuse itself to your internal organs. Even though the Traveler possesses powers of purification, the corrosion can never be... Thanks to her, though, you were only briefly exposed. Slowing your... Just speaking from experience, that's all.
Anyway, we've recovered Kachina's ancient name, so we're off to a great start. And apologize.
Koichi, are you really gonna just stand there like...
I think you know exactly what I'm trying to say, Uncle Waina.
Honestly, it's just one thing after another with you two. They're back.
Koichi? What are you doing here?
Don't play dumb with your own sister. You know exactly why I'm here. My apologies, everyone. I just need to...
I'll be just a moment.
Who is that?
Koichi, Chaska's younger sister. Although the two aren't actually related by blood, it's not really my story to tell, but she was afflicted with a rare disease when she was a child, and abandoned in the wild as a result. The Abyss found her out there, all on her own, and tried to devour her. But in the end, all that did was trip. That strength of will pushed her to survive. But it also planted a seed of conflict within her.
For some reason, Paimon can totally imagine that.
Well, when Chaska finally returned to human society, it was...
Ah, I remember those days. Eventually, she found a way to rein in that desire to fight. It sounds like she still argues with Koichi, though.
That's partly my fault.
Oh, I get it. No wonder you tried to talk us out of going to the Night Kingdom.
I'm all for your adventure. You need to take risks when you're young, because by the time you're my age, you couldn't attempt something. Still, I can understand where Koichi's coming from. In the end...
All right, it's just the two of us now.
I don't have anything to say. You don't have to approve, but you should know I only do...
That attitude is exactly the problem. It's like you don't care. You try to sneak off to the Night Kingdom behind my back and then play it down as if it's just a trip abroad.
Well, technically I am going abroad, right?
Again with the We agreed, didn't we? There are 4 levels of danger. If it's not something urgent, you can only engage in level 2 danger and below. You can only go up to level 3 if a situation is so dire there's... But a trip to the Night Kingdom? If that's not a level 4, I don't know...
What do you mean, sneak into the place? I always planned on walking in there.
You bought off Uncle Waina, didn't you? He promised me he'd stop you from doing anything dangerous.
You feel like he went back on his word. What if I told you my mind was made up, and there was nothing he could have done? Not even by force.
Oh, I knew it! So he did try to say...
This is important. If you were in my shoes, you'd make the same decision.
You don't know that? I'm a doctor, and I handle logistics. If you're going to waltz into a dangerous situation...
All right, whatever. Anything else?
What do you mean, anything else? Why don't you...
Time out. Is this one of our...
Chaska, does it sound like I'm joking?
Then... you need to know something. What happened to Kachina was partially my fault. I can't leave her there to die.
But the person you become when you lose control, that's also...
That's a different issue. You said it yourself. A person is only as good as their morals. If I want to live in Natlan, I need to display...
I've also told you that managing your kid...
Sometimes you have to make sacrifices. All right, let's stop this here. If we...
Is that a threat? That sounds like a threat to me.
Koichi! Younger sister...
So, you're really going to go?
Then support me.
Chaska. So, that's it.
You two are something else.
Something you wanted to say?
I know you aren't related by blood.
Really?
You know, I said that very thing to Koichi not too long ago. It's not my place to get involved, but I will say this.
Thank you.
Anytime. All right. According to Kinich, it's an important...
If only Tone-Gift Bard was here, he could have repaired it just like the whole...
It might be in a few more pieces than you remember.
Huh? I see. Sounds like it was an urgent situation. Still, Citlali's going to be a nightmare to deal. Stay safe out there in the Night Kingdom, okay?
We're back! We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
Well, it's fairly complicated. Let me give you the condensed version.
The Fatui again? We can't go anywhere without them causing trouble.
But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? Won't they try to take advantage of the situation?
That's why it has to be our little secret. No one else can know, or we're asking for trouble. Look, I wish I could offer you some sort of consolation, but I won't lie to you. With multiple factions closing in, there's nothing comforting about the situation we're faced still. All you need to do is focus on your goal. You can leave the complicated matters to me.
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's behalf. There's a limit to...
There's no need to be so modest, Yan-san. Your incredible strength has long...
Archon, I'm sorry about before.
You have nothing to be sorry about. We all get overwhelmed by our emotions. Well, now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go track her down.
What is this place? Hey, isn't that Atea's talisman?
Good eye. This is where I store all the various mementos I've...
Whoa. I've never seen this place before.
It looks like there are items from every tribe.
I suppose you could think of it as a hobby of sorts, and physical items do a far better job of preserving those stories than our own. Now, I still have some preparations to make for the ceremony. If you're curious about an item, I'm more—
All right, we'll have a look. There are so many jars and potions around here.
No, those belong to the Masters of the Nightwind. They're ceremonial tools used to amplify the ability to communicate with the night. Yamaya is an expert in this field, and she taught me a lot. The tools you see here are quite traditional. The contents of the jars aren't all that special.
Ooh, must be something really—
Grape juice.
Huh?
It's quite tasty, although probably—
Hey, there's a fishing rod here.
That's right. It belongs to a legendary fisherman named Matavar. He and I met in a tavern. He told me in his eyes I saw a hunger.
So, did he do it?
The next time I saw him, he was covered in scars. He managed to kill the fish, but sustained. Can a fisherman claim victory?
Well, Paimon thinks he won.
That was my answer as well. In the end, he didn't want his—
Wait, that means you—
Maybe we can go head-to-heads. The powder still needs some time to settle. Well, what do you think of my collection?
Yeah! If each item represents it, does every item hold a special
That's right. The items in my collection actually they demonstrate the true shape.
The shape of—
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. But there's also a different theory, one that I believe to be closer.
At once?
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back exactly, even at the end of take out a portion of that journey, the future is the same way. Of course, there are those with the power to
that does—
Humanity excels at living in the present. But while the Pilgrimage and the Night Warden Wars lead us to a better future, only by uniting the people of Natlan across countless eras to come up with such a set of rules. The first Pyro Archon must have possessed— That's correct. At first, he was a mortal man with no special power, namely a framework. By holding the pilgrimage, in addition, the sacred flame—
So, it all comes down to the power of the divine throne? Wait, is that a family portrait?
Yes. That's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little saurians we raised. I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas.
Your sister is so cute! Paimon was having a hard time thinking of an Archon. It really doesn't look like there was anything special about you before.
A little late for that question.
Sorry! Paimon's so sorry!
No matter what others may say, my past becoming the Archon doesn't mean you sever ties with your family. My father made the most delicious stew. One time, we didn't close the door securely. My sister immediately burst in. I still remember the way they laid.
Wow.
Isn't that what being a fam as the Archon?
Well, what happened after that?
I believe she ended up working as a— Anyway, that's enough about— Place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin. Surely as the echoes of life resound through heaven and earth, so too shall ancient name. Take us to your fated bearer.
Am I hallucinating again?
Kachina! Are you okay?
Huh? I'm not seeing things, am I?
It's okay, Kachina. It's just us. We're trying to find a way to bring you back.
Everyone, you have to listen to me. I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out what's wrong. I was waiting for the Y-Up to send me back, but then this really strong monster came in and almost killed me. The Y-Up saved me, even though its power is weakening. So I've been hiding from the monsters while trying to find a way to help. The Night Kingdom has become a huge mess, though. I keep hearing these awful sounds and seeing really horrible things.
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina. All you need to do is stay safe and wait.
It's okay. I feel so much better now that I've had the chance to talk to you guys. I've never been strong or special at all, really. So I don't blame anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind. I'll find a way back. You don't have to put yourselves in—
You're always like this, Kachina. I don't know what lies the Abyss has been feeding you. You're a victor of the Night Warden Wars, a hero of Natlan. All you need to do is—
I'm really scared. Everything's so dark and creepy here. And I want to go home. Still, I don't want you to put yourselves in danger because of me. I don't want to hold anyone back ever again.
all you need to do is place your trust in us. No one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind. Not ever.
Yeah, we're so close, we can't—
Be careful.
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes the most— This entrance to the Night Kingdom was left behind after an abyssal invasion.
I know. I'm prepared for—
All right. Then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. That face you just made. Don't tell me—
No, I just—
I'll go with them too, Archon.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone. It really means a lot.
Now that I've lost my power, I won't be able to provide much practical support. Eon-san, I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter—
That won't happen.
I hope not.
So we're underneath Natlan right now?
That's because in the distant past, Natlan was home to an incredibly advanced civilization. Humans only established their own society after the—
So these are Saurian ruins? Wait, you mean like the Elemental Sovereign?
Yes, a really long time ago. Very few records have survived until now. These ruins have been abandoned for a long time. But with the recent increase—
So what you're saying is,
No. It's going to be obstacle after obstacle for...
Why are you all...
It's the pre-adventure excitement!
Of course. I'm eager to get started.
Then let's go. We will...
Seems like the road ends here. How should we get across?
As a professional trainer, I think you could stand to build up your endurance, Paimon.
Professional trainer? Paimon thought you were a warrior from the Collective of Planning.
Well, that goes without saying. But I actually work as a sports coach. I provide professional guidance for many of Natlan's popular sports. And I don't just mean physical training. I design nutrition plans as well.
Ah, so basically no sugar, no soft drinks, no grilled meat.
Yeah, we'll be here all day if you list them out one by one. It's much faster to just focus on what's good for you.
Such as?
Vegetable juice. Want some?
You know, Ian-san, Paimon feels like the two of us might not see eye to eye. Those guys look familiar.
We've fought them before. Let's go. Show no mercy.
Dodge this! This moment will be frozen in time. Freeze!
Go, Baron Bunny!
Windblade! Be gone!
I'll race you there! No one escapes my sight!
Whoa, the place we need to go seems really high up.
Let's see! I swear, it's for medical research!
Windblade!
Oh, so sorry. Dodge this!
No escape! Not so hard!
Let's blow bubbles! Windblade!
frostbite. Dodge this!
Windblade!
No one escapes my sights!
Floaty floaty! Now I'm mad!
Cool it! This moment will be frozen in time. Don't push your luck.
Don't be nervous! Just relax! Windblade!
No escape!
Freeze! Cool it!
Wibbly wobbly!
Don't push your luck. Don't get frostbite.
Let it rain!
Freeze! Dodge this!
Floaty floaty!
This is the final stretch. We just need to climb up, and we'll be there. Nothing to it.
Easy for you to say.
This must be the entrance the Pyro Archon told.
Yes. There's some...
We actually have to go in there? Okay, Paimon just needs to psych herself up. Hey! You don't have to drag Paimon! You're pulling too hard!
Looks like we made it. This is the Night Kingdom.
It looks so different from...
That overflow of energy is probably what trapped Kachina here.
From this point forward, everything we know about the real world no longer...
Paimon's more worried about how we're gonna make it out.
Do you see that patch of light on the ground?
Oh yeah, right in front of us. So that's coming from up there?
Just like I said, our real world knowledge doesn't apply. If this was the real world, we'd have to climb our way...
That's it? Right. We still...
So that means all we need to do is find Kachina.
Exactly. This light is streaming in from the real world.
The terrain looks difficult to navigate.
Yeah, these floating black things don't look
Those are all manifestations of abyssal power. Be careful.
Ghost! A talking ghost!
Calm down, I'm here to help. You're the ones who helped Vichama, right? Yes, I'm Vichama's friend, Malco. I was completely lost. It's like it was seeking me out, attempting to reassemble the pieces of who I used to be. I'm sorry I can only appear before you in this imperfect form.
No, we should be the ones apologizing. If the spirit's... But we had to destroy it.
Of course. Thank you for protecting him. Under the power of the stone, it felt... Turns out even our regrets were exactly the same.
Whether in triumph or death.
Exactly. That may not be in the cards for us, but... You're looking for a young girl from the Children of Echoes, right? She's being chased by an embodiment of abyssal power. I'd like to help her while I'm still in this form, so follow me. Be careful. This place has been severe.
Paimon didn't realize it had gotten this bad.
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Ouch!
Quick, get back here! You can't... Stick close to me. My power will be able to ward off attacks for the time being. We won't be able to keep this up. Let's try another route. This way. Not good. More monsters.
We shouldn't waste our time on them.
He might feel a little prick. wasn't very nice.
Freeze! This moment will be frozen in time. Ha! 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 Cool it! Ha! Ha! Ha!
No escape!
Oh, Paimon can't see anything.
It's easy to get lost here. Just stick close.
Did you hear that? What? Never mind. It was probably just my imagination.
Don't scare Paimon like that.
I heard it too.
Ah! What did it say?
It doesn't matter. It's certainly...
Paimon just heard it too! Let's keep going. Paimon wants to get out of this place!
We're here, Kachina!
Honey?
Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of these monsters.
Good idea. Let's go! Into lane! You're here! You're finally here! Thank you so much! That monster can appear from anywhere! The Y-Up's power helped keep me hidden, so...
Had a girl. You did so well.
Should we start heading back then?
Actually, I have a request. I can't exactly put it into words.
That was the Pyro Archon's theory as well.
In the Night Kingdom, there are 6 main totem poles representing the Wyab of each tribe. You can think of them like the body of each Wyab. Additional totem poles, like the ones around here, serve as proxies to which the Wyab can extend their consciousness. There are countless proxies scattered around the Night Kingdom. Through them, the Wyab can extend their consciousness over the entire realm and but if a proxy were to become severely contaminated...
Judging by the current situation, I don't think we're dealing with just one contaminated proxy.
Still, we can't just leave the Y-Up to suffer.
I agree. We might even getting rid of the monster might slow down the deterioration of the...
Kachina? What's wrong?
Nothing. Just a headache.
Maybe we really should leave.
No, I'm fine. Just up ahead. I'll lead the way.
Listen to me, Kachina. We'll come with you, but that's because we want to help the Y-Up. You don't have anything to prove either. It's all right. The sooner we get this done...
We've already come all this way.
Let's go.
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
All by yourself?
It's all right. I don't have much time left. So go. Achieve your goal.
Thank you for You're a true hero.
No one fights alone.
Does your head still hurt? Let me help you walk.
I'm fine. You should know I'm made of stronger stuff than that. Wyab! I'm back! My friends and I are here to heal you. Wyab, can you hear me?
So we were right. The contamination is already too severe. All right, get ready, everyone. Time to purge the abyssal energy from this place.
Careful. We've got company.
Already?
You really think that puny soul could slow me down? Courage in the face of you. He tried to get in my way.
You killed me!
He would have dispersed with or without me. You may have defeated others of my kind in the past, but underestimate me now. No. The power of the Abyss is intoxicating. The destruction it seeks captivates like a... I thought this naive little girl was an exception. That is the tragedy of your short, ancient names. Pride. The Pyro Archon created those... Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the Pyro Archon strong beyond measure, while you, Kachina...
Kachina, give me your hand. Feel that?
Thanks, Moalani. Because I'm not alone anymore!
You're right. Maybe comforting but you also couldn't be more wrong.
What?
The courage we have to stand before you and not back down? The power lies not in the ideal, but in our commitment to upholding that.
Well said!
Let's go, Kachina. It shouldn't take more than 2 of us to handle an enemy like this.
Sorry in advance, but
There aren't many in Natlan who can beat us when...
From the ashes! The flames of redemption!
Oh, chill out! Check this out! Best of luck! Off we go!
Flames of
Clear the area!
begin!
Here goes!
Hear the infernos!
Yeah!
The flames of redemption! The time for my coming!
Oh, watch the surfboard! Ha! Oh! Ah! Hey! Not my lucky day.
we won! We actually won!
That's what he gets for Fantastic work, Kachina. Absolutely fit. This makes me so... unbelievable.
I'm happy too, Moalani. Together we really are unstoppable!
Huh? My ancient name is... glowing?
It's probably a projection from the real world.
Wait, does that mean you're...
That was a bold move. diving headfirst into the fire to save your friend, especially in a place so overrun with abyssal corruption. Still, seeing you pull it off was really something. Everything you said was exactly right. As isolated individuals, we stand no chance against the power of the Abyss. It took years' worth of scars and lots of unnecessary suffering for me to understand. The Pyro Archon's plan will unite us as one. Only then will we have the power to defeat the strong. Tupac, a warrior from the people of the Springs. I fought against the Abyss during the invasion 500 years ago.
I've heard that name before.
Since you were able to awaken my words from your ancient name, that under the name Umoja, you shall unite the tribes and save Natlan.
Me?
As long as blood still runs through your veins, even the its blaze will become one with our vision for Nat. Even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
What's wrong, Moalani?
So many. So that's what happened.
What do you mean? Did you just figure something out?
500 years ago, they foresaw the very crisis we're
We can go over the details once we get back. I know bits and pieces, but I had...
This sounds like something that's going to need a lot of explaining. Okay, that should be enough.
I hear your voice.
Great. Well then, I was going to ask why. I'll keep searching within myself for the answer.
You are already an outstanding child in my eyes, Kachina.
Huh?
You are all my most beloved children. It has always... Your ancient name is just that. A name. Focus on who you want to be. The story of your ancient name is for you to continue. It gladdens me to see the Pyro Archon's plan move another step towards completion. Go now, my children. Save me.
I know we've never met before, Wayab. Thank you for encouraging Kachina.
Whoa! What's going on?
We're out of time. It's the power of the Abyss. Quick, we need to run!
It's a Sealy! The Sealy opened the way for us!
You've done well. Now come home.
We're back! The Pyro Archon saved us.
But she's not here. Yeah, didn't she say she used it all up?
She's still in the Speaker's Chamber. What we saw in the Night Kingdom was...
So you're saying her
every great display of power. You must feel terrible, Kachina. Just hold on. Let's get back to the stadium. The Pyro Archon...
I recommend getting a full checkup.
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler? Right. You always seem...
Let's get going. We need to share what we learned.
Right. The Wyatt mentioned something about the Pyro Archon's plan.
I'll let her explain everything. Every move we make from here on out.
There's a lot less stuff here than before.
It's good to see you all here in one piece. I know you must have a lot of questions, but let Koichi check you over.
Thank goodness you made it back. Take a seat, everybody. All right, that should do it for now. I have to say, though, I've never seen anyone react.
She's always been special like that.
Given the current situation, that ability will likely play.
Of course. I still have patience to see, so...
Thank you, Koichi.
All right, all right. We might not see eye to eye, but just give it time. I'm sure...
Yeah.
All right. There's so much to discuss, I don't even know where to begin. You've seen it for your... I'll get straight to the point. Natlan is on the verge of destruction. It's very possible our nation has less than a year before total devastation.
Huh?
No.
That's right. But I've only ever disclosed that fact to the handful of people working with me to save this nation. Our looming destruction is not a recent development, but the inevitable conclusion of the disaster the Abyss initiated 500 years ago.
Mualani told us a little bit about that.
500 years ago, all the nations of Teyvat were invaded by the Abyss. Unlike the other nations, Natlan never had stable and deep-rooted ley lines, so we suffered the worst of the invasion. The battle against the Abyss was exceedingly long and brutal. In the end, victory came at the cost of our civilization and countless lives. Even then, it took centuries of solving the disasters caused by the Abyss to finally achieve the peace we know today. And still, this is but a superficial victory. The forces of the Abyss have merely been driven back underground. Their threat to Natlan remains as real as ever.
I'd never have guessed.
The problems plaguing the Night Kingdom are all the more complicated because that realm is essentially functioning as Natlan's ley lines. Immediately after the war, our calculations estimated that we would have a maximum of 500 years before the Night Kingdom was completely lost to the Abyss. But at that time, we were a nation of the destitute. Our people no longer believed in victory, nor did they hold hope for the future. Our civilization was dying, our faith crumbling, and the line of power passed down from the Wyatt nearly severed. If we didn't bring the nation back together, it would be foolish to even dream of defeating the Abyss in the future. So, The Archon had a long and involved discussion with the heroes of each tribe, and finally came up with a 500-year-long plan to save Natlan.
So that's what happened. After finding Kachina, I encountered a strange figure who gave me a series of new memories. Since the plan was mentioned in those memories, I guess I've been chosen to play an important role in it. But there's still something I don't understand. Those memories showed me the Pyro Archon from back then. And it was you.
Huh? But that doesn't make any sense! The Pyro Archon is supposed to be human. It's impossible for a human to live that long.
That's right. The hardest thing for humans to overcome has always been time. Or rather, the natural limitations of our lifespan. A god can extend a human's life by using a certain amount of divine power, or subjecting them to a curse. But, as we all know, Natlan doesn't have gods like that. A human life is like a flame destined to be extinguished. Only by dying before my time could I have the chance to wake up.
So, in other words, this is your...
Yes. We only managed to defeat the Abyss if the Natlan of the future was to have a fighting chance. The Pyro Archons that came after the war had to rebuild. The goal was to reunite the people. Once a tribe was back to its full strength, the tribe's Wyab would select the Chosen would then stand by my side in defense.
So that means...
That's right. You bear the ancient name Umoja. The same one held after your adventure in the Night Kingdom.
So in other words, you always knew who...
Yes. According to the plan, the 6 heroes successfully inherited the ancient names from 500 years ago. Once again, it comes down to the deterioration of the Night Kingdom.
Just like how the Ode of Resurrection...
Exactly. It's just another tactic the Abyss is using against us. If we want to unblock that information from being passed on... So, I've tried my best to help. Currently, Shilonin of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy, and Iansan of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their names. During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wyab Mualani. In the process, you gained the memories stored within your name.
But we have less than a year!
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the plan until all the heroes have been gathered. That's also why I haven't been able to take action despite the urgency of the situation.
But if you knew this whole time, why didn't you just tell me about my role in all this? Wouldn't that make everything go a lot faster?
Perhaps, but the opposite could also be true. Knowing your destiny too early could mean failing to realize your full potential. Just like your determination to save Kachina, I hope your commitment to this endeavor comes from your own strength of will, rather than a sense of obligation.
So I suppose you're not going to tell us who the final 2 heroes are then?
That's right. Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand will only hinder their development. I can only trust in the judgment of the Wyab. I have never believed I could solve this crisis alone. In fact, it was precisely because Natlan's salvation lies not in its Archon or any... You're quite perceptive, aren't you?
Huh? Oh, right!
Even though I sacrificed my power, I still needed a contingency plan to... After all, I was the one who allowed you to take that risk. And in addition to their sentimental value, the items I stored here...
Fuel?
Yes. The stories embodied by those items are certainly important. Over time, they became imbued with a certain amount of on their own. Each item's power is limited. By burning those items, I was able to activate the contending fire stored within them to... It was a rather crude approach, so...
But weren't they all precious?
That's exactly why I dragged you all here. No matter what.
You have nothing to be sorry for. And then, it would only be a... Besides, if they knew those items helped save the...
Even when you put it that way...
They're the people and the events of the past. If you still have regrets, your deeds will become new legends, and
Well, we'd still like...
Well, now that Kachina has returned, we could all use the rest, that's for sure. Try not to let it get to you. All right.
When I was young, I used to sit by the hot springs and listen to the stories of warriors from all... They attract people from all walks of life. Friends come eat. The people of the springs have never claimed the hot springs as their own private property. It's been really nice, seeing the children of my tribe get older. I've witnessed their energy, their determination, even when they cause trouble, I never managed to hold on to my anger for long. I'm certain Mualani will become a great warrior one day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children. So, you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
Our nation is engulfed in darkness. Our tribes stand divided, and yet you promise victory. The Abyss is a cunning enemy, one that I faced in battle many times. My rage will never know absolution, but you came to me because I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Just remember to earn us. Otherwise, rest assured, I'll find a way. For Natlan.
So, you're gonna head 500 years in the future to serve as the Pyro Archon again? But what about the you from right now?
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer, my dear. The decision is her. We will do everything we can to rebuild, even across time. We will all do our part.
Yeah, Mom's right. Oh, seriously.
I imagine he didn't know what to say, so... Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, we will always love you.
I'll come find you one day. I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something. There has to be a way for us to meet again one day. If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it. So, don't forget about me.
If that's your decision, then you have my full support, Archon.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
No one fights alone.
The rules are my legacy. They shall grant us the strength to overcome the next tragedy.
War forged the 6 tribes, taught us how to fight, instilled in—
Who will be the one?
We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire. The lifeblood of our nation.
You here for the victory feast too?
Oh, no. I knew Chaska would be. It's not that I don't want to celebrate Kachina and the others.
Ah, well, you two
She didn't cause any trouble.
Yeah, she was super helpful.
That's good.
Is there a reason you asked?
Maybe it seemed unreasonable, picking that fight with her impulse to fight is extremely strong.
So what you're saying is...
Okay, so maybe it sounds a little stupid. Anyway, I'm just glad you were able to...
But do you really have to go that far?
No way. Chaska never opens up about... I appreciate the understanding and... Oh, and if you ever need a doctor, you know who to find.
Huh. Who would have thought there was a deeper reason behind... In the end, it's all the Abyss's...
Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina!
Woohoo! Well done.
I always knew you could do it.
You're one to talk. Don't think I didn't know you were the first person.
I had no choice.
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to get ahead?
I wasn't. When he insisted on repaying the...
But the fact of the matter... I'm really sorry, Kachina. It was wrong.
It's amazing that...
So,
our team captain Drake.
Alright, alright. There's no need to...
Dear friends, firstly, I'm grateful to this traveler and her companion Paimon. They've agreed to and let's not forget my good friends, Moalani, Chaska, Kanich, and Dayan-san. They all helped the trap. They too deserve to be called our heroes. So...
Well said!
I'll drink to that. How does it... To be honest...
Well, you better get used to it. Next...
Hey, please...
Ah, you're here. Have some fruit juice. I got it specially for you two.
How did you know?
You look like you've still got questions. Ask away, because the thought of telling them you could just as easily imagine if I couldn't make the... Besides, every generation will have its heroes, this one included. Or, of course...
Paimon suddenly remembered.
Yes, it was. From what I've been able to piece together, I can conclude with she played and still, it was an impressive... You feel lost. This is a war. And there can be no war without loss. The people of Natlan look to me as their Archon. And
Yeah,
I suppose, even if the future ends in destruction, and it's precise... This is a pivotal moment. Well, 3, to be precise. There's one... Your resistance, if you agree to...
Ancient names?
They can. Possessing an ancient... The Ode of Resurrect, just like in the Night Kingdom, I will be there for you.
Yeah, we can't...
Wonderful. We've never forged...
My lord, we've received word that the Pyro Archon has lost much of her power. Although your injury complicates things, this is most certainly the opportune time to seize the Gnosis.
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. I have never taken advantage of an opponent in a time of weakness. As for you, I must—
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn dead. You don't have much time.
I'm beginning to see just how useful you heard something from here, didn't you?